Max, are you delighted to be here at last?
Yeah, like I said, it's been a long road. I had a busy summer with the U.S. team, so it's finally good to get everything done, get everything finalized, and I'm happy to start a new chapter in my book.
What made you want to sign for Rangers?
Yeah, I got a couple good friends that played at Rangers, with Michael Ball and Carter Arena, so they had nothing but good things to say about the football club, and of course that the club plays in the Champions League pretty much every year, and it's a massive club, and they have great supporters, and being able to play in the Celtic Rangers derby would be a dream come true.
Have you seen much of Rangers play while you've been in Europe?
Excuse me?
Have you seen much of Rangers playing on the TV or?
Not too much. I got a chance to play Scotland when I was with the U.S. team, and but I haven't seen too much of SPL league. But at the same time, I know it's similar to the EPL, and I got a taste of that at Manchester City. So, like I said, I'm excited to be here, and I'm ready to start my another chapter in my football career, and I'm glad that it could be at Rangers Football Club.
How much of a draw was the Champions League? Because I suppose you would know more about that than about the Scottish game.
Yeah, it's a big draw. I played 2 years in that with PSV, and we had a great year. I mean, a great run my first year. We went to the semifinals, and no one thought we could do it. We were a small club compared to Madrids and the Barcelonas and the Chelseas and teams like that. So the Rangers Football Club can do the same thing. So I'm looking forward to start that campaign, and hopefully we qualify, which I'm sure we will, and we can take one game at a time and get through our group.
What can the Rangers fans expect of you as a player?
Yeah, I am a little small, but I'm quick, I'm fast. I like to get touched on the ball. I like my left foot, and I like to make things exciting. With making runs and my play and my style of how I play football, and hopefully that'll suit the fans, and I can repay them all the great things they've been saying about me so far.
What did you said you spoke to Claudio Reyna? What did he specifically say about Rangers? How did he sell the club to you?
Basically just said it, as far as being a massive family, more so than a football club. Everyone, is nice. Everything's first class. I had a chance to, see the training ground when I was with the U.S. team, so I knew about that. So that was a great thing for me to see before I came here. And but yeah, he had nothing bad to say about the football club, his time here. He basically raised his family here, in Scotland. So I spoke to him, and he definitely, told me it's a great move for me. I'm only 25, so it's a great move for me in my football career.
Obviously, you talked about Manchester City. You had a taste of British football there. You're expecting, obviously, the SPL football to be pretty much the same, and you'll adapt to that fairly quickly.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm gonna take definitely some DVDs home of Rangers, and just see how the club moves, and how the team plays and different players, and they'll become my teammates in 2 weeks when I come back after my holiday. So like I said, I'm excited to get started, and ready to play, and I feel fresh, and definitely 100%.
Did you just feel it was time for you to move on to another challenge in your footballing career, to leave the club you were at?
Yeah, definitely. I thought being at PSV, it was a great club, but at the same time, I thought it was ready for me to move, and ready to like I said, open a new chapter. So. And Rangers came, and I was definitely honored with the interest that they had in me. So I'm glad that we could finalize the deal, and now that I'm here, and like I said, I'm just ready to get started and play football.
Did Claudio or Michael warn you about the pressures of playing for the old firm and how big it is?
But at the same time, PSV is the same way. It's a big club and somewhat a smaller country, and you got to win every game. PSV, Ajax, and Feyenoord are the big clubs in Holland, and they have to win every game. So it's somewhat the same in that aspect. So me having that experience and that mentality, I know that how much pressure it is to win every game, from the fans, the media, the supporters, everything. So and I know that the Rangers haven't won in the last 2 years. So I know that this year is definitely a year that they want to win silverware, and the fans expect them to win and do well. So. And I'm definitely looking, hopefully, to be a part of that.
What's your favoured position on? Do you play left, right, or?
Yeah, I mean, my favorite is left, you know, but I don't mind playing on the right, you know, midfield. You know, anywhere in the midfield, basically, I can play. But the left is definitely my favorite.
Had Claudio Reyna, had he left Manchester City by the time you were there?
No, I got to play with him, you know, for 6 months before he went to the States, and right when he left, Michael Ball came, so I got to, you know, spend another 6 months with him, even though I was at PSV with Michael Ball. So it's good that I got, you know, those two players that, you know, been a part of the Rangers Football Club and can, you know, tell me a little bit about it and how great it is.
Did you enjoy your experience in Britain?
Oh, I loved it. I loved living in Manchester. You know, it was a great city, a great town, and you know, I still have, you know, many friends there that, you know, I speak to now. So it's not too far from Manchester, so I'm sure I'll get there, you know, every once in a while to see some old friends, and it's good that I'm, you know, still in the UK.
There's some fairly big changes happening at that club. You obviously be aware of. I mean, some of your ex-teammates talk to you about that and what they're expecting from that point of view.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is they want to get a coach. You know, they need a gaffer to, you know, kind of lead them, and they're kind of, you know, waiting to see what's going to happen. You know, every team is making moves, and, you know, Man City hasn't really done too much because they have to wait for the takeover and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, that's out of the players' hands. That's up to the chairman and the board to, you know, to figure that out and, you know, what's best for the club. So, you know, I wish Man City all the best, and like I said, I had a great, you know, time, you know, the year I spent there on loan, and they're definitely a great football team to play for.
Okay, thank you.
Lovely.
Thanks very much.
Thank